everyone, and good morning to you on this Labor Day Monday. Today's a great day to watch Virginia this morning, especially if you're lucky enough to be up on this federal holiday. I'm Amy Lacey here with Mr. Bill Bevins, and of course, we're happy to spend some time with you here today. And Bill, I'm happy to spend some time with you.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Good morning to Amy, and hello to everyone who is watching us again today. So happy to be here with all of you on a very special holiday. All right, we got a lot going on today. Labor Day Monday. It seems weird to me, though, because school started.
That's right.
For some kids 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we didn't used to do that. School started after Labor Day.
It was always like that, but now it's an August thing. But the kids do, at least in my district, they have off today. So you start, you get going, and then you have a little bit
break.
of time off, which is always nice.
And of course, we honor the people who work so hard to make sure that everything keeps moving along. That's the idea behind Labor Day.
Yeah.
So a little break at the end of the summer and before we everything goes into full gear. So yeah. So and you mentioned folks do have the day off today.
Yeah, a lot of folks have the day off today, but some do not. But either way, if you are joining us, we are very, very happy to have our community with us because we'll make it a special Monday for you if you're working or not.
All right. All right, folks, we've got a lot to get to, so let's get to it. Prominent developer Bruce Smith and the Cordfish companies are excited to be on the campaign team that brings the live casino resort referendum to be included in the November 5th ballot. We'll share our conversation with Bruce a little bit later on in today's show.
And I had a great time recently with some new friends we made during our recent visit to the Agriberry Farm and CSA in Virginia. I got a very interesting lesson on blackberries and raspberries and even made some jam. We'll share my adventure coming up a little later on today's show.
You had a very good time and got into a jam?
I did. I mean, I don't know if maybe my jam got into a jam, but we'll have to see, maybe do a taste test on that.
That's your jam. Okay. All right, Amy, you have anything fun planned for the holiday today?
Well, you know, I think it's just going to be kind of that break because of school getting started and then just, you know, getting into the routine and then just taking a pause. I think that we all need that.
Yeah, we did some celebrating over the weekend. Obviously, kind of take it easy today.
You have to have one last summertime barbecue, don't you, as we're on our way to getting to the official fall.
Absolutely. So maybe you bring back some of the jam and we could
maybe I can do that.
Okay. All right, we have to take a quick commercial break. We hope you'll stick around. We'll see you in just about 1 minute.
To you. We hope your week will be a peaceful and productive one, and we thank you for spending a part of your Labor Day Monday here with us. Bill Bevins is here with me. I'm Amy Lacey, and we are so glad to have you with us.
Good morning to Amy.
Good morning
Thank y'all for joining us. It's an absolute delight to be on the show again today. We mentioned that obviously a lot of folks have the day off today and are enjoying it. And if you don't normally get to watch us, maybe you head out of the house before we roll around about 9 a.m. We are thrilled that you're here once in a while for us, and maybe you can set it up to record the show and maybe catch, because we got lots of information that we do every day.
We always tell folks that if you miss one show, you miss a lot, because we have every kind of topic you could ever imagine here, everything from fashion to music to food. We like the food segments.
There's a lot of food.
And all kinds of events that are happening in our community. So really, this show is about you and making sure that you have everything that you need to get through the weeks.
Got a packed show lineup, so let's get right to it now. Here's a quick overview of what is actually coming up on today's show. There's a professional leadership team in place that is instrumental in bringing the live casino resort back to the voting polls on November the 5th. Our Andrea Swight-Murdahl recently had a great conversation with Bruce Smith, who is part of the initiative. We'll share that discussion coming up a little bit later on in our show.
And I went on a very special assignment recently to Agriberry Farm and CSA in Virginia. We will share my fun and informative experience coming up later.
All right, looking forward to that. And according to the National Food Holiday Calendar, today is National Grits Day.
Fancy.
Of course, grits are a type of porridge that consists of coarsely ground maize or hominy. They used to call it hominy grits. They're normally cooked in a warm, salty water or a milk bath, and I love grits.
I love grits. You know,
And you're not a native Southerner
I
either.
am not a native Southerner, but I have lived in the South now. I've been in Richmond for 20 years, and before that I lived in North Carolina for 2.5. I don't know that I had ever had grits before I moved to North Carolina, but then I soon realized that they were a staple of the diet in the South, and shrimp and grits is a very tasty meal, but I will have grits anyway, any day of the
Cheesy
week.
grits.
Cheesy grits, a little
Cheesy grits
butter
with
on the
bacon
grits.
And, butter. Lots of butter.
Lots of butter on the grits, but I love grits, and I don't know why they have not been adopted in the North.
Well, there's only so much, so we got to keep it for ourselves.
Well, we'll keep them in the South here now. I'm here now.
Definitely so. If you do a place where there's breakfast being served, like if you go stay in a hotel or something, there's breakfast, and I see grits, like the bowl they put out for cereal.
That's the one that you want
That's
for the grits.
That's the one I use for my grits.
Yeah, or sometimes they'll have the choice on the menu at a restaurant. Your side could be, something else or grits. I mean, we know which one it's going to be.
Happy Grits Day.
Well, we have to take a quick break for you, but we'll see you in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
Welcome back to our Labor Day Monday show. Here in Central Virginia, we're very lucky to be surrounded by area farms where you can get your share of fresh fruits and vegetables. Recently, Amy took a ride out to Hanover County and received a lesson on the art of growing berries. Take a look.
This segment is sponsored by Agriberry Farms.
Here in Virginia, many people think that the berry season winds down with the summer season, but that is not necessarily the case. I am here with Pearson Geyer of Agriberry. Thank you for talking with me today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me today. We really appreciate the opportunity to talk to folks about fruit. It's something we're really passionate about here at Agriberry.
And you have a berry season underway right now.
Yes, that's correct. So the way that we grow red raspberries is allows us to have season extension going all the way till first frost. So we're enjoying red raspberry picking now, and we'll be picking all the way through Halloween.
What do you need to look for as you pick here in the fields, or as a consumer if they're going to a farm stand or a grocery store?
Great questions. So these plants all grew this year, so you can see they're vibrant green canes, and that's going to mean that this fruit is going to be growing this season. And you can even see little flowers and that kind of thing. That means all this will continue to ripen as long as we're fertilizing. When you're on the consumer side, you're looking for a nice red berry, and if you ask the berry if it's ripe, it'll tell you when you pull it off the vine. Red raspberries are particularly fragile. We try to get all of our red raspberries to market in the Richmond area within 48 hours of harvest, usually 24 hours. And they're delicious eaten fresh.
And I understand too that blackberries are in season here at Agriberry.
Yes, that's correct. Similar to how these are primocane producing red raspberries, we also have primocane producing blackberries. We can take a look at those in a minute.
Yeah, let's go over to the other side of the field.
Great.
How do you have blackberries this late in the season?
That's a great question. So I'm part of a professional association, the North American Raspberry and Blackberry Association, and University of Arkansas over the last 10 years has put out primocane bearing blackberries, which are a new naturally occurring breeding process for blackberries to produce on their first year canes. So we have flowers, green fruit, red fruit, and ripe black fruit all the way until first frost, and these will keep flowering and fruiting until they get hit by Jack Frost.
And blackberries do start out red.
Yes, that's correct. So you have sort of a full life cycle here. You have a closed flower that then opens up and gets pollinated, and as long as there's complete pollination, you have a green fruit begin to form. that then becomes white, pink, maroon, partially black, and fully black. And if you're a consumer looking for a really tasty blackberry, these druplets, if they look like water balloons ready to burst, that's going to be aces.
Why is it so important to buy local for that flavor?
That's exactly right. The flavor and the freshness, this berry, if it was being shipped, would probably get rejected because it just doesn't have the shelf life a lot of the grocery stores are looking for. And if you're buying local, you can get fresh fruit much closer to the source, and it can be picked riper, which can have a lot better flavor and even increase nutrient values.
And I noticed that all the berries are hand-picked, and that AgriBerry, you really want to hire first-time workers for your operation.
Yes, absolutely. So we are hand harvesting all the fruit that's here. Because of how delicate ripe fruit is, it really does need to be hand harvested. And it also allows the opportunity for young workers to engage in more understanding of their agricultural systems. So they really understand where their food's coming from, the work that goes into getting fresh fruit to the grocery store, to the table, or to the farmer's market.
AgriBerry, you have such a strategic mission here in the local area. Tell us a bit more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a second-generation farmer. My parents have been farming since the mid-'80s, and in 2008, my mom started AgriBerry with a social mission both to employ young workers and engage young people in first-time job experience, as well as had a CSA, which supports the marketing side of the business and gives everybody a little share of the crop.
So we are going to take what we picked here in the field and take it into the kitchen for a jam making session. Sound good to you?
Great. Yeah.
We will have more of that for you coming up after the break. There's more Virginia This Morning.
This segment is sponsored by AgriBerry Farms.
Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. Just a few moments ago, we were out in the fields here at AgriBerry. I'm with Pearson Geyer, General Manager, and we picked some raspberries and blackberries, and now you brought us into the commercial kitchen, and it is time to make some magic happen.
Yeah, exactly right. So we talked a little bit about season extension of fresh fruit out in the field and how we're able to go to first frost, but AgriBerry does employ over a dozen full-time workers, and part of the equation for that is to have season extension through jam making. So once that fresh fruit season is wrapped up, then our kitchen really shines, and we're able to get some of the bumped and bruised berries that don't do as well as market into the freezer during the season, and then in the downtime we're able to make jam with that.
And I washed up for health standards, put on my hat, and I'm actually going to help with the process now. You have some of those berries cooking right here, and tell us a little bit about the differences between jelly, jam, and preserves.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to answer that. So this is our signature blend of blackberries and raspberries called AgriBlend, and this produces an AgriBlend jam. Jelly, jam, and preserves form a spectrum of texture. So jelly is going to be the most homogeneous in texture, and it's going to have sort of the most gelatinous aspect, and that's much more common to see in grocery stores. Jam is in the middle and is most of what we produce here, and you're going to see reminiscent aspects of fruit. It's not going to be full-on chunks. That's where we get into preserves, but you're going to get more variation in texture in a jam, and it's going to be a little thicker than a jelly. And then our strawberry, cherry, and our peach are all a preserve. So those really have like chunks of fruit in them, and they're still spreadable, but they are pretty chunky and more sort of home-style feeling.
And what are some of the other ingredients besides the fresh fruit that you put in here?
Yeah, so we really want our jam to be fruit forward in terms of flavor and in terms of nutrition. So our jam has about 60% less added sugar than leading grocery store jams. And we have a very simple ingredient list. We have fruit, we have sugar, we have a little bit of pectin, which is it is a naturally occurring thickening agent. Actually, berries have pectin in them, and you can make jam that doesn't even have pectin from naturally occurring pectin in berries, but it just gives us a more standardized product. And for most of our jams, that's a complete ingredient list.
So from something like this, the pot, the actual cooking process, then we go to the pouring process. So you really do have the assembly line in the commercial kitchen here. And Harry, you're the kitchen manager, and you're going to show me exactly what you do then with that cooked down portion.
So what we do is we have this jam already ready to go. I'm going to stir in that little bit of condensation just so it's not there anymore. And what we do is take our handy dandy dipper, dip in. This is also really hot, so try not to get your fingers into it.
Yeah.
It was just boiling. And then what we do is we get here, aim in, pour it, and I'm aiming for right about there.
Okay.
I'm going to do the first 3 and then I'm going to let you have it.
Okay, you'll let me take it away. We'll see if I'm learning anything from your expertise today.
Yes, ma'am. And that one, of course, didn't make the cut, but I'll let you take over.
Okay, so then I can just fill it up like this?
Nope.
Oh,
Use this one to fill it up,
okay.
and that way we're not dripping all over the place.
Sure. Okay, here we go. And Pearson, talk to me a little bit about where folks can then find the jam.
Yeah, absolutely. The best place to find all of our products is any local farmers market in the Richmond area. If you visit agriberry.com, we have the full spread of our markets available there. But pretty much all the farmers markets here in the Richmond area we're at. And we have all of our jams and jellies available there. We also do wholesale and sell to a lot of local grocery stores as well as local restaurants that utilize our jam on their shelves and in their products.
And you said that this is really a part of the season extension. When you were growing up on a fruit farm, did you ever think that you would see the day when we can be talking about wintertime, the winter season upon us, and the growing and the selling is possible?
Actually, yes. A lot of these jarring techniques are pretty heritage, and the sort of the most advanced technology going on here is just kettles and boiling water. So this preservation technique, once we get these full, we get lids on there. We have these kettles over here with boiling water, and that'll actually vacuum seal this so that it's shelf stable. But we've been canning here in America for hundreds of years, so we are able to sort of keep that fresh fruit flavor going well into the wintertime.
Refrigeration hasn't always been a possibility in our society, so this really is one of those lost arts for many communities.
Yes, it absolutely is. And we are, there are classes that you can take. Check local extension, different counties. Prince Edward County has classes that they have at their cannery, and the Hanover Cannery is actually looking at getting off the ground again. They used to offer canning classes to just the general public, and they're in an idea space to be able to open that space up again.
It was so great to talk to you today about really the whole process, from the field to the kitchen and then to the shelves. So it is a wonderful opportunity to be here. So thank you so much, Pearson.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amy. We really appreciate you.
Do you think I'm hired based on what you saw here today?
You're in.
Thank you. I'll see you down on the farm.
Great.
We'll also have their website on our website, virginiathismorning.com.
A big thank you to the team at Agriberry Farm and CSA. We all had a great time learning more about the work that they do. They're located at 6289 River Road in Hanover, Virginia. For more information, call 804-537-0448 or visit them online at info@agriberry.com. And stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, folks. You have a chance to join the CBS 6 team as we participate in the 11th annual Speak Up 5K sponsored by Dominion Payroll. It benefits the great work of the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation. The signature event raises awareness for teen mental health, and CBS 6 is proud to be a sponsor. You can register for the 5K by scanning the QR code on your screen. It's being held September 7th at Byrd Park. Right now, let's check in on Amy and her recent visit to Ashley Furniture.
This segment is sponsored by Ashley.
We're looking forward to Labor Day, and what better way to celebrate than with a stop at the new Ashley?
Yes, you must come into the new Ashley during our Labor Day sale, where everything in the showroom is marked to our absolute lowest price. And for Labor Day, we have new easy payment plan options that will fit any budget. Our tags have all been redone to show the absolute lowest price, but also to show the affordable monthly payment for whichever length you may choose.
And you know, we're talking about fall, but that does not mean that color is going anywhere. You have so many varieties of color, every color of the rainbow.
Yes, we have just returned from market and we are so excited about the new looks that Ashley is putting out. Color is everywhere right now, and it is just there to brighten up your home during that fall season whenever you spend a lot of your days inside.
We have to talk about mattresses too, because you have the largest selection of anywhere around, and you also have sleep specialists here.
Yes, we do. If you have never been professionally fitted for a mattress, now is the time to come in during our Labor Day sale. You can get up to $1,000 off of Tempur-Pedic and Purple mattresses. And sleep is not a one-size-fits-all approach, as many may think. Mattresses have come a long way, and there are so many options, and it can be overwhelming sometimes, so our sleep specialists are there to help you.
Motion furniture, those recliners have also come a long way. Now you have so many different options.
Yes, absolutely. Reclining furniture is not what it used to be. It used to just be specifically for comfort, and now Ashley has done a fabulous job designing the most contemporary, beautiful, like even this set. This is reclining, and it's just beautiful.
And also, you don't have to sacrifice that comfort to really get what you want with the look too.
Absolutely. So we have styles that you will absolutely love, and the best part is it doesn't have the high price tag, so you can afford it and choose from easy monthly payment plan options and even no credit needed options.
And shoppers come in, they make that selection, they make that purchase. When can they have it delivered? It's quick.
Oh yes, absolutely. We have the fastest delivery. We are the #1 furniture manufacturer in North America, and so we have so much furniture that is in stock and ready for as soon as next day delivery. And for the Labor Day sale, we even have free delivery options.
Here in the Richmond area, you have 5 locations, and this is the largest showroom.
Yes, this showroom is phenomenal. It's 2 stories, and it shows every look that we offer. So if you are looking for modern, or if you're looking for more traditional, we have every look for every style.
And the consultants are here. They will make sure that you get exactly what you want.
Oh yes, definitely. You do not have to sacrifice style for price at all here. You can get these gorgeous looks for a price you can afford.
And of course, this is the new Ashley. Home is sacred, and you want to maintain that for families in the area.
Yes, absolutely. We want to inspire the love of home, and we can do that by not just having a house, but having furniture that you love, that's durable for the kids and the family, or to fit anything you may need.
Chrissy, it has been wonderful talking with you about the Labor Day sale and everything that's available at the new Ashley. 5 area locations. We'll have more information on the Virginia This Morning website on virginiathismorning.com. Ashley Furniture is running their Labor Day sale now through September 8th. Their location in Colonial Heights is located at 1823 South Park Boulevard. Give them a call at 804-524-9345 or visit ashleyfurniture.com. You can find them on Facebook. Just check facebook.com/Ashley Home Store, Colonial Heights. Bill, I'll send it over to you.
Thank you very much. Some local area churches get together each year for a special initiative. Kristen Lohr spoke with 2 of the organizers. We want to share this timely segment with you again.
The fall semester is right around the corner, and a good pair of shoes completes any outfit. The new Shoes for Back to School ministry, presented by some of the area's churches, joined forces with the goal of providing families who are interested in receiving a new pair of shoes. Here to tell us all about this year's initiative is Rita Willis, this year's chairperson from 3rd Street Bethel, along with Beth Monroe, who is representing her church, Trinity United Methodist Church. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to Virginia this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Can you believe it? School, just a couple of weeks, right around the corner.
Exciting.
It is exciting.
Exciting, and we're ready for them.
And we're ready.
We're ready.
Summer is almost over. We're heading into the fall semester, and what better way than to have brand new school supplies, especially brand new shoes. What's that like for the kids?
Well, you know, this is our 18th year doing it.
Wow.
And I recall back in 2006 when the ministry started, when the kids came into the door, into this huge auditorium that's connected to our church. It was like Christmas. They went, and got all the shoes, and it was so exciting for them as well as for their parents.
And you said they start lining up now even earlier than what the time is when the doors open.
Absolutely.
So they're going to be out there excited to pick out their pair. They get to choose their own pair of shoes. Kindergarten through 12th grade, a parent must be with them. They can come to the church, to the auditorium, and choose their shoe. What does that process look like for them?
Yeah, you know, really, it's I think it's a very welcoming place where everyone is welcome to come, and lots of volunteers make this happen. Lots of folks who are contributing shoes and dollars to purchase the shoes, and I just think that there's a wonderful feeling around that day on Labor Day when the families come in, the excitement of the children to be able to pick out, as you said, the pair of shoes that they would like, and it's really just a wonderful, wonderful day.
And so things were a little rocky back in COVID for all of us back in 2020.
That's right.
But this year we're back to in-person. At that time things were just done differently. But now it's back to in-person, so seeing kids get so excited for this event. And not just the kids, but the parents too. You know, sometimes we're falling on hard times. Things are more expensive this time around, so having that new pair of shoes, look how clean they are. You know, by the end of the school year, they don't look like this.
Well, there's that feeling of confidence when you are putting on the new pair of shoes. Rita, you've talked about that, and it's just that it starts the year off right, you know, on a good foot, as you might say.
And this year, we're really excited about going back in person because when COVID hit, we said, you know, this is a ministry and we will not stop. So we just got together and we call it Plan B.
Plan B.
And so we connected with the different schools and said, we'll be bringing the shoes physically to you. Okay. Just tell us the sizes that you need. So in Metro Richmond, Henrico, Richmond, Chesterfield, even other school systems, they got to participate as well, and we carried the shoes to the children.
It's 80,000 different pairs of shoes. It's over 10 churches, synagogues are helping and volunteering. Everyone's coming together to give back to the community.
And the churches are from all over the Richmond metro area. So we've got South Side, West End, North Side, East End. I mean, just all over. Really coming together to make this happen.
It's such a great support system, you know, when it's not just one county, when it's kind of everyone that comes together to understand that the need is greater than just one church, one synagogue. And this is what happens. So many shoes that can be given out to the community. Their kids are so excited.
It's exciting as well because what happens is the ministry has taken place so long until the community looks forward to it. I recall when it first started, they used to say on television, back to school, and the new shoes for back to school have become a part of school opening. So then when COVID hit, once again, we didn't stop. We just did it a different way. And we're so excited because on September 2nd, doors open at 8 o'clock and the lines will be tripled around the building.
Tripled around the building.
Yes.
I love that. It's on Labor Day.
On Labor Day.
And we're very excited. Now, how can people make a donation?
Well, there is there's an email address that should be on the screen and a phone number. Rita.Willis, number 1 at iCloud.com. Rita.Willis, number 1 at iCloud.com, or 804-221-73 94.
And I think we have all that information
Great.
right here, ladies. Thank you so much for today. That was wonderful. We're looking forward to the event. The new shoes for back to school, there it is. Ministries event is happening Labor Day, Monday, September 2nd from 8 a.m. until 2 p.m. at 3rd Street, Bethel AME Church, 614 North 3rd Street in Richmond. Each child is eligible for one pair of shoes. Families must stay together. Masks are required for the event, and you can visit virginiathismorning.com for more information. We're going to take a commercial break. Hope to see you in just a few minutes.
Welcome back, everybody. Of course, we love checking in with you everywhere you are. It's always great to see the fun and exciting things that you've been up to with your friends and your family.
Please continue to share them with us so we can share them here every single morning. So what are we going to share this morning, Amy?
Okay, our friend and colleague Scott Wise spent some time in Kilmarnock. Looks like he has some big shoes to fill or some big boots to fill.
Those fishing boots there. Yeah, looking good. I know that spot well. I've stood in his same boots. All right, Scott Tucker has been busy working on home improvement projects. He just got his new sidewalk done and got the area around it graded, seeded, mulched, and watered. He's patiently waiting to see that new grass sprout up. Looks good, Scott.
We
Great
will
job.
keep our fingers crossed
Nicely
there.
done.
And our friend Eric Alfredson spent some time at Hardywood and joined a live performance from Out of Uniform. That's a fantastic band. So we always love to see those photos. Are you having fun with your family, friends, and pets? Maybe you'll do something special on this Labor Day, huh? We'd like to share in the adventures with you while staying connected.
Please send us a video, a picture, or comment to our Virginia This Morning Facebook or Instagram page, or email us at virginiathismorning@wtvr.com. Now, before we head to break, here's Andrea Swight-Murdoch's recent conversation with Bruce Smith about the live casino resort.
Our next guest is very excited to be a part of the dynamic leadership team that is instrumental in presenting the live casino referendum to the November 5th ballot. Here to tell us more is Bruce Smith, Pro Football Hall of Famer, prominent developer, and community leader. And we welcome you to Virginia This Morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, and thank you for what you're doing in our community. For those who might not be as aware of this project, this is far more than what we might see in the name as far as the live casino referendum. This is really a catalyst for our community, a project that is going to change the game.
Absolutely. You hit it on the head 100%. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Petersburg. We are about to make history, providing that the citizens get out and vote for this project. People tend to focus on the casino aspect of it, but this is a resort destination place that just happens to have a casino. When you talk about all of the different components that will be on this massive development, yes, there is a casino, but there's also a resort hotel. There's a entertainment 3,000-seat complex for concerts and comedy shows, and the school system will be able to use it for graduations. So it will be multifaceted, and the city will get a great deal of benefit from this project. But what's more compelling about this economic engine that we're getting ready to bring to the city of Petersburg, providing that we get the vote, is that we're going to create thousands of new jobs. And those jobs are going to be higher paying jobs. The average median income is just a little over $40,000. The jobs that we will be bringing to the table are going to be roughly $70,000 a year, including benefits. Now, on top of that, it's estimated that there will be a $25 million annual new tax revenue that will be coming to the city, they will be able to use, meaning the city council and city management will be able to use those new resources and that new income to increase teacher pay, which also directly affects the school system. When you have an excellent school system, it increases the value of real estate. Along with that, you're able to increase salaries of first responders, put money back into the educational system. So we just want to show our commitment to the city of Petersburg on day one, and I am so excited. We are going to bring national attention to the city of Petersburg.
Absolutely. And I am passionate about Petersburg. I have family who live there. That stadium you talked about,
Yes.
the football stadium at Petersburg High School, is named after my grandfather. And so Reverend Andrew J. White. So what I am so excited about is what you have just told me is that we're creating an economic engine in that city to pay those in that city a higher wage, sustainable jobs, and then to also allow them somewhere to also spend their money within that city.
Yes.
And then we're bringing tourism dollars from outside of the city into the city through the hotel, the entertainment, the other resort features that you've mentioned. So when you say economic engine, you mean that.
Yes.
And not only that, you're talking about the opportunities for those who live in the community.
Yes.
And you've already been pulling a team of people together from the community to lead this project.
Yes, you hit it right on the head. As the co-developer, I will be the co-developer of this project, and there are a number of things that in negotiating and discussing with my partners that I felt was a must. Number one, we have to put Petersburg first. This is not just some other project or some project that we've just wanted to bring to the table and be done with it and wash our hands. No, this is near and dear to my heart because it's number one, majority African American community that has been disenfranchised for years.
Certainly.
And now it's time to put Petersburg first. And I think we have an amazing opportunity for a brighter future for the citizens of Petersburg. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And we want to make sure that we inform the people what's at stake. Mm-hmm. And if this opportunity falls by the wayside, it won't happen again.
Absolutely. And what I do want to point out that you mentioned before we started is the jobs that will be created even from the time that the ground is broken in construction, in the trades. So whatever you may specialize in, there's a place for you within this project.
There is a place. That's our number one priority, is to hire locals to make sure the folks of Petersburg are benefiting from these opportunities first. Along with that, I think it's important to note that we are going to send a message around the country that there's a new model for doing business. We're going to bring 50% Virginia minority participation to this project. So 50% of it will be owned by minorities from Virginia. And I think it's worth noting that we have to give a great deal of credit to Mayor Parham, members of City Council, Marcia Altman, and the leadership of the City of Petersburg for making this happen. They selected the Cordish Bruce Smith team, a team that's going to do something that no other team that applied or submitted, answered the RFP, no other team can do what we're about to do for this city. We're going to bring national attention, and I can't tell you the passion and the heartfelt sentiments that I'm going to have once we see this project come to fruition and all the people that it's going to help. And one of the other things that I failed to mention was infrastructure.
Improving the infrastructure.
The city is in desperate need of help with its infrastructure. And these new tax revenues will be able to do just that. So this is multifaceted. The leadership from City Council and also our state leadership, Louise Lucas, also Don Scott, and also others within our state government who has made this opportunity possible. Now we just have to make sure the people get out and vote.
That's right.
So for a brighter future for the city of Petersburg.
And early voting Friday, September 20th through Saturday, November 2nd. You're looking for a yes to that question on the live casino referendum. Thank you so much.
Petersburg.
That's right, as do I. Thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
For more information, visit valive.casino. And there's more Virginia This Morning to enjoy right after this break. Stay with us.
All right, folks, welcome back to our Monday edition of Virginia This Morning. We would like to thank all of our guests today,
including Bruce Smith, the Agriberry Farm and CSA in Virginia, the New Schools for Back to School Ministry, and Ashley Furniture. And of course, you, our valued friends and viewers of the show, we sincerely appreciate your time and your viewership.
Absolutely so.
Well, our live show returns tomorrow at 8:56 a.m. We hope to see you then.
Enjoy a safe and wonderful Labor Day.